do this. Okay. Thank goodness I didn't start yet. So growing a quality following on Facebook takes time, consistency, and we're going to give you these tips. But the pendulum, when you first start network marketing, you can put up the best post, you can put up great curiosity, and you might have one person comment. You might have, when I first started network marketing, I had like 5 likes on every one of my posts. One was my husband, 3 of them were my family members. No one was commenting. No one was commenting. So before you are generating leads via your marketing on social media, because it takes some finesse, it takes some work, it takes some time to get there. You got to be reaching out to people. You have to be messaging people. You got to be the hunter before you're the hunted. So if you're not reaching out to people and actively in Messenger, you're missing the mark and you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So I don't want you to, if you're brand new and your Facebook is not generating leads, you need to be reaching out. But we're going to start teaching you how to use marketing, how to start generating leads. And if you stay consistent using our methods that we teach you, I promise, the pendulum will swing. And all of a sudden you have so many leads, you don't even know what to do with. So one is just do a profile cleanup, right? The first thing I want you to do is I want you to like write a paragraph for yourself about how you help people win. Like, what is it that you do? What is it that how do you help people? What is your niche? Are you speaking to the single mom who's working 2 jobs, trying to put food on the table? Are you, maybe you're later in life, you're in your late 50s and your niche is talking to the retirement people that are coming into retirement and they're looking for extra income. So think about what that is for you and write a paragraph about how you help people. What is it that people are going to gain by working with you uniquely? That might be a little bit hard and it might take some time. You can also ask your sponsor to kind of help you with that. But next is, what does your profile picture say about you? Your profile picture needs to be you, for one, not your cat, not Pokemon, okay? It needs to be you, okay? It can be you with your family, but I recommend just you in your profile picture, and maybe your family can be in the cover photo. I definitely don't recommend you and a friend, because when a stranger cold market goes to your profile, they're gonna be like, which one is it? I don't know, right? They're not gonna know who's who. So your profile picture should be you. It should be bright. You should have a smile on your face. The first thing people see is your profile picture. So if you look like an angry serial killer, that's the first thing people see, bro. Okay. So think about that. Make sure it's good lighting, all of that good stuff. Put a bio on your profile. A bio is going to say a snapshot of, it should be a little bit of who you are and a little bit of what you do and who you help. Okay. Go to some top leaders in our company, within our team, and just go check out their profile, check out their bio, check out their cover photo, check out their profile picture. You're going to see a trend. You're going to see a pattern. If you want to become a top leader, start following some top leader social media. You're going to see we do it all the same. We don't post the same, but we have a pattern that is the same. Okay. Our profile pictures, everything is in alignment. Okay. So definitely a bio. Your cover photo should not be Boo, should not be Black Oxygen Organics. It shouldn't be a logo. Your cover photo, it can be simple. Mine is simple. It's a quote that I love. It can have a picture of your family. It can be scenery. Like it can be, you've seen collages, cover photos that are collages that have a little bit of who you are, like your family, your life, right? Your lifestyle. So we don't want you guys putting Black Oxygen Organic links in your profile, anywhere on your page. Facebook doesn't like it anyway. They're gonna block it from being seen, really. Your profile picture shouldn't be the Black Oxygen Organics logo. Your cover photo shouldn't. If someone goes to your page, they should have to ask you what company you're with. They should have to ask you, what is it that you do? It shouldn't be super Spamela Anderson. We don't want you just with your bag of Boo, like kissing it. I love Black Oxygen Organics. Like, we don't want you screaming Black Oxygen Organics from the rooftops. A cool thing that we have here is that Boo, no one really knows what Boo is. Like, you can say Boo because it's fun. It's an acronym of our company. And it's like, oh, my Boo, right? So you can get creative there, but the point is that we don't want Black Oxygen Organics, the company name, plastered all over your wall. Okay. So those are some key features. Another thing that I want you guys to think of when you're posting is, like I said, spammy doesn't work, okay? So spammy is those posts that you see like buy one, get one. Oh, buy one, get one sale today. Like nobody cares. No one shows up to Facebook with their credit card in their hand. I'm ready to buy something. That's what we go to Amazon for, right? People come to Facebook to be entertained, inspired, create relationships, get value, right? Education, all of that kind of thing. So we want you to make posts that are in alignment with that and not being spammy and trying to sell, right? Your curiosity marketing should be curiosity. We have tons of ideas for that in our team page, but curiosity marketing makes them wanting more. It makes them go, ooh, oh, I need to message her. I'm curious what this is. Like, what is she talking about? We want you to, when you're doing curiosity marketing and talking about the business and the product, you should be talking more about their crabgrass and less about your weed killer. I hope that makes sense. Let me repeat it. You should be talking about their crabgrass, not your weed killer. So it shouldn't be like, oh my God, this is fulvic acid, humic acid. It has blah, 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 blah. It's from organic Canadian peat bog. Nobody cares. They want to know, what are the benefits? What is it going to do for them? Okay. So remove yourself from the equation, because your social media ain't about you. It's about what you can do for other people, and it's about them. When you start making your posts about them, that's when the magic starts to happen, right? Because you're speaking to their soul. You're touching on pain points. You're talking about the solutions that you have to problems that they have, right? So when you're posting, that should be going through your mind, especially in your curiosity marketing, okay? No one cares what the ingredients are. No one cares it came from freaking peat bog in Canada. Like, you should be talking about the benefits to their problem, the solutions to their problems. So that is number one. So don't be spammy. Spammy doesn't work, okay? So let's talk about so what posts. Before you post, you should be looking about how I can provide value, inspiration, education to my audience. In every single post, I want you to put your post through the so what test, okay? So here's an example. Let's say you have a teamie and you guys have been friends for a long time. You're going to her baby shower, and you go to her baby shower and you take a ton of pictures, right? Because you're so excited, and you go to your Facebook and you just dump all those pictures. You're like, Carissa's baby shower, photo dump. That is a so what post. Nobody cares. No one knows Carissa. No one knows her baby. Make a story out of it, right? So make a story out of that post. Yes, you can share all the pictures, but make more of a story of it. Create a story out of it. Man, I met Carissa when we were in grade school and blah, blah, blah. And you could even throw in there that she joined me in this business and we reconnected and now I'm at her baby shower, like whatever the story is, but put your post through the so what test, okay? So all your posts, I always ask, do people really care if I'm posting this? Let's see. So what? No, yeah. Okay. So I call it the so what factor. And then posting, let's talk about the times that you should be posting. Here's the deal. Facebook has a lot of people competing for that space. Lots of people competing for that space. If you're posting 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, you're doing your algorithm a major disservice. People are not seeing many of your posts, okay? Because the algorithm only has so much space. Facebook only has so much space. That's why you have 5,000 friends and you see the same 12 people on your feed every day, right? That's how Facebook works. So think about it like this. If you make a post and it is straight fire, especially if you go live, I'll say this, if you do a live video and you're getting lots of hits, it's views are climbing, it's going to keep climbing, right? The minute you post again, you just killed that Facebook Live. You literally just killed anyone from seeing that Facebook Live, because now they're going to see your most current post. So you need to space your posts apart. For one, you need to be posting 1 to 2 times a day. I know sometimes you guys think you got a lot to say, put that in your stories. 1 to 2 times a day, 3 tops, guys. But the days of 3 to 5 posts per day are 1998. Or 2014. So 1 to 2 posts, quality over quantity, okay? If you want to share that burrito you had for lunch, that is great for your stories. That is not great for your timeline, okay? Quality over quantity. If you make a post and it's going ham, The minute you post again, you literally just killed that last post, shooting yourself in the foot. So if you're going to post again, wait like 6 hours or wait 8 hours or wait till the next day. Sometimes you guys, I won't post. I mean, I had a live video go crazy. I still haven't posted. That was Monday because that's still getting hits. And I'm going back and commenting and I can't even keep up with the leads I got on that. So think about that as you're posting. Quality over quantity, 1 to 2 times per day. I would say max, three max. Flood your stories. Your stories, you can be spammy, guys. Your stories, you can be a little bit more spammy. You should be running the product and opportunity every single day in your stories, like every single day. If you aren't posting about the product in your stories every day or the business every day in your stories, because stories is where most people are going these days. I have way more people watch my stories and I create way more leads on my polls in my stories than I do on any Facebook post. People are watching stories. You can be a little bit more spammy. You should be talking about you using that product every single day, putting those story graphics, putting those polls. I'm going to give you a hint on polls. If you're doing a poll, and you should be, if you're doing a product or an opportunity sequence in your story, if you don't put a poll on that, you just literally left money on the table, because people aren't just going to watch your stories and then message you. Oh, I want this. No, they're going to watch your stories. But if you put a poll on your stories after a product sequence or an opportunity sequence, they're going to vote. And that's a lead that you have now generated that you get to reach out to. But do not give them a no option on your polls. Don't say, you want this product or you want info into my group? Yes or no. Don't do that. It's yes or heck yes, right? Or add me to the group or yes. Always 2 yes options in your story polls. So before I hand this over to Carissa, I'm going to go over the 5 different types of posts that you should be making within a week. Okay. It's going to help you. Because you don't want product, opportunity. You're more than just a network marketer. There's way more depth to you. And I'll say this before I go into this is y'all need to stop being so darn vanilla on your social media. Start getting some grit and some depth to you. Start sharing some like difficult parts of your story, right? Because you all have them. We've all been through some shit in our past, right? When you start sharing that and things you're passionate, like people, I have had posts, I've had some major haters, posts go crazy viral because I show up so authentically me and I literally do not give 2 shits that I will show up and I will post things that are controversial. Yep, I do it. It doesn't hurt your business. Trust me, it helps your business. If you stand very passionately behind a topic, a lot of people know I'm an ex-vaxxing mom because I've gone live about it. I post about it. That is a very controversial topic that most people are probably scared to post. Once I started sharing that, guess how many people started coming into my life and coming out of the woodwork? My tribe of people started coming to me. So if you have things and topics that you are passionate about, who cares if they're controversial? Start sharing about them. You can do it in a way that is not bashing anyone or bashing the other side. You can stand behind a topic and do it in a very politically correct way. And then start sharing some of those ugly parts of your story. Start sharing some of the things that you've been through, that you've gone through, and how you've come out the other side. Like, start getting some color into your life, because you're way more than a network marketer. You're way more than a mom. You're way more than a nurse. You have depth to you. So start sharing that depth, start sharing those pieces of you. And that's how you start to create a massive following, a quality following of your tribe of people who literally, if you sell in dirt, they're going to sell dirt with you. Okay. I used to say I could sell dog poop, and I would have people that are like, I want to sell dog poop with you. I'm like, well, I'm selling dirt now, so let's go. And they're like, I trust you. Let's do this. So that's what you want to create. So here's the 5 different types of posts that you should be making within a week that's going to help you. Okay. The first type of post is something about you. What do you bring to the table? A personal post about you. Those introduction posts, I don't know if you guys have seen them, where you're like, hey, I have a lot of new friends on here. I thought I'd share 10 weird facts about me. Those do great, right? Start sharing things about you. So 1 post per week, something personal about you, something that you bring to the table, something that's unique to you. The second type of post should be a value-driven post. I'm going to give you a hint. Facebook Live is great for value. Facebook Live does great for those value-driven posts, but something that provides a solution to a problem, If you have a lot of weight loss tips, maybe you're a personal trainer, that's value, right? Maybe you're a great chef. Maybe you cook awesome dinners for your family. Start sharing that. Go live cooking some dinners or share some recipes. I had a friend that was in network marketing and she was a taxidermist. And it was the weirdest thing ever. But she shared her taxidermy and she would get 100,000 views on these videos of doing taxidermy. It brought her people to her. But so think about that. Anything that you have, mental, maybe you're a mental health advocate and you have a lot of mental health things to share. Start providing value to your audience. It can be in posts and it oftentimes comes through live video. ILT, invest, learn, teach. You're going to invest your time learning something. You're going to learn it. Then you're going to teach it to your audience, right? That is the best way to do a Facebook Live and to start bringing value. Let's say you're like, man, I really love to travel. I have this passion for travel. Maybe you start Googling best travel tips with kids, right? You're going to Google best travel tips with kids. Oh, there's a bunch of tips. You're going to learn it, right? Then you're going to, go Facebook Live. And I'm going to share with you guys today these top 10 tips for traveling with kids. Don't overcomplicate it and don't overthink it. There's a wealth of things on Google. I can even post like 100 different live topics, but there's so many topics that you can provide value on. I do a lot of mindset, manifestation, network marketing, because that's my jam. I love to provide value in those areas. So start providing value. That's your second type of post. Your third type of post in the week is an entertaining post, guys. This can be something funny your kids did. It could be maybe you make a TikTok. Maybe you're really good at TikTok and you have a TikTok you want to share. I have gone live wearing a hairy man suit. Quite entertaining. So there's lots of ways you can be entertaining or funny, but a third type of post is an entertainment post. It can be a funny quote, something funny that you write that you get. I go on Pinterest a lot and I look up like funny things. I have a couple Instagram pages that I follow that are really funny and they entertain me. I'll just take that wording, take that verbiage, make it my own and put it in like the colored background on Facebook. Like a lot of the things that you see that I post that are funny and get a lot of hits, they're not things that I created. They're things that spoke to me that I thought was funny and entertaining that I pulled from somewhere else. And now I'm regurgitating it basically into my own post. So always make the post your own, but those do really well for entertainment posts. The fourth types of posts should be a post that talks about a struggle that you have been through, how you've overcome it, and where you are now. No one likes a regs to regs story. So it shouldn't be like, man, I was dead broke 5 years ago, still dead broke. No, it should be like, everyone likes an overcomer story, right? So like the struggle that you went through, what happened, kind of how you overcame it, where are you now? So a struggle that you've gone through in your past. And then the fifth is curiosity marketing, right? A curiosity post. You should be posting a couple of curiosity posts during the week, business and product, and you should mix them up. So those are the 5 types of posts that you should be making on the regular and it doesn't need to be in any particular order. Again, don't overthink it, right? But if you have a general idea of the 5 types of posts you should be making, that'll help you when you sit down to create your content, write your content, make a post. You're like, okay, let me look at my feed. Sometimes I go back and I look at my feed. I'm like, man, I have made 5 business posts in a row. I probably should mix that up and put something else in there, right? And it happens, right? You're not going to be perfect. You might have freaking 2 curiosity posts back to back. Again, don't overthink it, but create some value, create some depth to your audience. Let your audience know who you are. Let them know what you bring to the table. Let them get glimpses of your life that aren't poly perfect, that aren't social media perfect. I have made posts that I am wearing a robe and no makeup, right? Get vulnerable and real with your audience. Show up authentically you. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be Carissa. Don't try to be other top leaders. You show up as you, and that's how you create your following, your tribe, and attract the right people to you. So I'm going to hand it over to Carissa, and she's going to throw down her top social media tips.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Seriously, Megan, it's like the same person must have trained us because what I wrote down was like half of what you said. And I want to just piggyback on that a little bit. If you are new in the industry and you're like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? For me, I have to understand why you're telling me something for me to really grasp it and then apply it. So the reason that we don't want to like be spammy by putting black oxygen, everything everywhere is one, to not be spammy, But two, guess what's going to happen, y'all? They're going to look up, oh, black oxygen. Where can I order? Oh, let me go on Amazon, where that's not even the real thing. Or they're going to make up their own assumption of it. Oh, it's dirt. I'm not drinking dirt. I'll go get dirt. You know, like you just never know what people are thinking. So you want to make sure that you create as much curiosity as possible, because she was right. The magic happens in Messenger. So when you can get that conversation going into Messenger, like it is going to be a game changer. And a little thing about Messenger, when you're talking to somebody, I know that you guys are excited, but don't like word vomit on them, right? I know that it's very hard to do. And I have to stop myself too. I have some of you probably on here like, yeah, she sent me 5 messages. I was really excited. However, then I had to stop and reel myself in and really just figure out, okay, I need to tell them this, this, and this, because otherwise either you're going to lose them or you're just going to confuse them. And when people are confused, what do? Nothing, right? So you want to make sure that you are doing the voice messages if you are able to. So what I did was I went into my Messenger and I did voice messages, and I like had to redo it like 5 times. But what did I do when my post like blew up and I had like 50 comments? I couldn't respond back to each one with voice messages. I wouldn't have my voice at the end of the night, right? So I went ahead and I took my message. So go to your Messenger, do a recording for yourself and practice it. And don't say, like, if you put out that curiosity post and someone reaches out to you, don't say, oh, it's Black Oxygen Organics, it's blah, 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 and that it's, you know, the ingredients, all the things. List out the benefits, like Megan was saying. And then also, like for me, what I do is I say, it's a powder. I don't know. I put it in my drink, like, and I felt amazing, and it gets better every single day. And you go on and on and on about that. Not too much though. And then you leave it at that. You don't give them all the details because you don't want to give away the, what do they say? Give away the cow, give away the milk, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. So anyways, you don't want to give them everything. And more times than not, they come back and they're like, yeah, I want more information, right? You plug them into our tools, you guys. We have the best tools, the groups. Plug them in, show them that 3-minute video. It is on your website, so send that out to them. What else? So you want to make sure, so everything that Megan was saying earlier, what I want you guys to do is go onto your Facebook, and you might have to rewatch this again because it is a lot of information. And so go and see, check your profile picture, check your cover photo, make sure it's pretty. Like, even if it's just like a pretty picture of flowers or whatever, you want to keep it simple, right? And emulate the top leaders. Don't become them, emulate them and make it your own. Add your own little twist onto it. And go through, like, I don't have, and a lot of top leaders, we don't have like the high school we went to or the colleges we went to. We want to stay current, have your bio there. And then they removed the featured photos, so that's not a thing anymore. But you also want to make sure that you're just not posting and sharing. Also, if you guys are sharing posts of other people, people don't want to see that, and that also hurts your Facebook algorithm. And if you're thinking, what is a Facebook algorithm? So back in the day when Facebook came out, we would post, and guess what? All 39 of our friends would see our post. Well, now that's just not the case. And so if you're not seeing their post, guess what? They're probably not seeing your post. So you want to be intentional. Don't get stuck in that Facebook scroll. Go to your Facebook, your friends list, right? If you see like Christine or Dora or whoever, and you're like, oh, she would kill it in this business. She would be amazing. I would love to work with her. Go comment with a compliment. And I comment with a compliment authentically, right? Because guess what? When I put my post up about my product or my dirty water, whatever, then they're going to be like, oh, I remember her, because people don't remember everything that you say. They remember the things that, or they remember how you make them feel. So you want to make sure that you are intentional with your time. And if you're like, oh my gosh, this is way too much. So when I was trying to retire from my 9-to-5, I was working 7 days a week and I didn't have time. I had 3 little kids, 2 in diapers. So I'd come home, and what would I do? I would time block. So if you are in that situation, time block, bust it out. So if you're like, oh, I need to add new friends, bust it out, add 50 new friends, and make sure they are quality, active friends. I went through my friends list the other day, you guys, and like, there are people who hadn't posted since 2020, like, who knows? So cleaning out those friends lists also is very important, because that's going to help your algorithm. And going and just being super intentional with your time, especially if you don't have it a lot of time. Even if you do have a lot of time, you don't have to work this business 8 hours of the day. If you are super intentional with your time, and if you add a ton of friends every day, and if you're like, where do I add these friends? You guys, we didn't get to where we were knowing the people that we know in real life and from our friends and family. Like half my family, like I'm the black sheep of the family who doesn't have a job. So we definitely didn't get to where we are because of the people that we know in real life, right? So you want to add people who are like you, you know? And if you're like, I don't know what I like, well, Megan does a lot of crazy fun things and you'll see her, you know, do some funny dances and stuff. I post about God, and what does that do? That brings my people to me, right? So you want to make sure that you find the things that you like and trust the process, that it's going to bring your people to you. So I'd encourage you guys to go on your Facebook. If you have shared any posts, remove those, clean it up. And then once you start to do these things, you're going to see like people that you've not seen in a while on your feed, right? And you're going to see the Facebook algorithm start to work into your advantage, right? So I would definitely go clean it up. If you have to watch this over and over again, take notes, apply it, because it's great that you all are here. But if you don't apply all of these techniques, it's not going to do anything, right? So also I've seen people who have amazing posts and they don't work the algorithm. Then Jody has equally as amazing posts, or maybe even not as amazing, right? She is working the algorithm hardcore. Guess who is getting the sales? Guess who's getting the recruits, the people? Her, who is doing all of these algorithm tips, right? So if you think it's like not a big deal or whatever, it is so important, you guys. And it's important to also stay on top of it because it changes. They like to change things on us. So like what I do is I will Google the month or the year, or the month and the year together, and the algorithm tips and like the changes. So learning these changes. Oh no, I'm about to die. Are you there? Ooh. Oh no. Can you still see me?
You're good.
Okay. It's about to die. Anyways, so applying these tips and tricks will absolutely change your business, but you have to do the work and take notes. Let me see if I have anything else. Get excited, you guys. We should be so excited in our Facebook, in our stories. Like I am one of those people who is over posting about this, because guess what? This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and we are first. Like there's nobody here yet. And in 6 months, guess what? That's going to change. So if you're sitting on this opportunity, I promise you in 6 months, you're going to be like, dadgummit, I wish I would have ran my first 60 days to get those $30,000 in bonuses, right? And you don't have to know all of the things. People actually like when you don't. Like, I don't remember all the things. I'm like, nope, I don't know that. I'm sorry, but I know where to find it. And I go and I find it, right? You don't have to be perfect. It's better if you don't. So anyways, that is my little shindig, and thank you for having me.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Carissa. Yeah, I forgot this one algorithm tip. I'm going to leave you guys with this is before you make a curiosity post, or before you go live, or before you're going to make like a super quality post, spend 10 minutes green lighting, right? So you're going to go onto your Facebook for 10 minutes. You're going to grease up that algorithm by commenting on people's posts for about 10-15 minutes. Just go onto your Facebook. Don't overthink it. Just go through the feed, start commenting on people's posts, because then when you go live, you're going to get more live viewers. When you make that post, you're going to get seen in the algorithm. So amazing tips from Carissa. Thank you so much, Carissa. We hope this was valuable. I mean, honestly, there's a lot more we could say, but I think this is good for now to get you guys started on your social media journey. This call is recorded. I did catch it before I got into the nuts and bolts of it. It will be posted. I can't promise tonight, but I will try. I got to go spend time with my family. I will get it uploaded by tomorrow, and it will be in the guides. We have a guide in the team page specifically for team calls that I'll post all the recordings. So thanks so much for hopping on. I hope this was super helpful. Go implement these and watch your business start to soar. We'll see you guys. We have these every 2 weeks. So we'll see you guys not next week, but the week after. But get ready for 10 ways in 10 days starting August 1st. You guys have a good rest of your night. Bye.